5 strange things about Antarctica, and trust me, this icy land hides more secrets than most people can imagine. It all began with Captain James Cook, the man credited with discovering Antarctica after crossing the Antarctic Ocean back in 1773. Since then, countless explorers have become obsessed with this massive, ice-covered world. Antarctica has always been mysterious, but now it's downright unsettling with what's being uncovered. Number 5. Ancient civilizations might still be there. Even though Antarctica looks like a frozen wasteland with just a handful of scientists and explorers toughing it out, some believe there's way more happening beneath all that ice. Recent findings from NASA have turned heads, hinting that Antarctica might have once been home to ancient civilizations. Can you imagine that? As ice sheets continue melting, experts say we're slowly getting a peek at long-lost secrets buried for thousands of years. NASA satellites even picked up something shocking, a strange formation more than 1.5 miles beneath the surface, showing what looks like the remains of a settlement. The satellite images revealed markings that looked far too precise to be random. Straight lines, square shapes, and even what seemed like canals or pathways. Some researchers swear one of these formations looks exactly like a pyramid. Others are convinced it's proof of man-made structures buried deep under the snow. If that's true, what else could be hiding down there? Many archaeologists now believe this might only be the beginning, suggesting there could be entire cities frozen in time under that endless sheet of ice. But here's the big question. How could life ever survive in such a brutally cold, unforgiving climate? Well, one popular theory says that Antarctica wasn't always like this. Some scientists think it was once a green, thriving continent with lakes, forests, and maybe even civilizations, before a sudden shift turned it into the icy desert we see today. And here's where things get wild. Some claim Antarctica might actually be where the lost city of Atlantis once stood. If that's true, it could rewrite history itself. Supporters of this theory often point to the Piri Reis map, a centuries-old chart that shows Antarctica's coastline without snow. How could that be unless someone saw it before it froze? Something about this frozen land just doesn't add up. The Piri Reis map, credited to Turkish admiral and cartographer Piri Reis, has baffled historians for decades. This ancient map, believed to be a compilation of even older world charts, was drawn sometime in the early 1500s, and what it shows is absolutely mind-blowing. On it, Antarctica appears not only in a different position, shifted more toward the east, but also almost free of snow and ice. How could that even be possible hundreds of years before anyone officially discovered the continent? In the legendary book, Maps of the Ancient Sea Kings, author Dr. Charles Hapgood brought the Piri Reis map into the spotlight, and it shook the scientific world to its core. The map seemed to outline the coastline of Antarctica with shocking precision, the same coastline modern sonar and seismic readings later confirmed lies beneath over 1 mile of solid ice. When the map was rediscovered in 1953, a Turkish naval officer sent it to the U.S. Navy Hydrographic Bureau for analysis. The chief engineer, M.I. Walters, then passed it to Arlington H. Mallory, a cartographer and historian, to verify its accuracy, and Mallory's conclusion stunned everyone. He declared that the Piri Reis map was indeed correct, suggesting it might have been copied from an even older map created over 6,000 years ago. That means someone, or something, mapped Antarctica long before recorded history. The uncanny accuracy between the Piri Reis coastline and today's sub-ice geological surveys is hard to ignore. Seismic soundings and sonar imaging have confirmed mountain ranges, valleys, and coastlines that line up perfectly with what's drawn on this centuries-old map. But here's the real mystery. How did ancient people know what the continent looked like beneath all that ice? The ice sheet there now is over 1 mile thick, So, what kind of technology could possibly have revealed that in ancient times? If these civilizations truly existed, it raises haunting questions. Who were they? How advanced were they? And what happened to them? The deeper we dig, the more it seems history might be hiding an entire forgotten chapter beneath the frozen wastelands of the South Pole. Number 4. The Flat Earthers' Ice Wall. Now, things get even wilder. In Game of Thrones, a massive wall of ice kept monsters from invading the living world, but flat earthers claim that in reality, such a wall actually exists. They believe a colossal ring of ice encircles our planet, holding in the world's oceans, and they insist that wall is none other than Antarctica itself. Flat earthers are on a mission, and their goal is to prove, once and for all, that the Earth isn't a globe at all. According to them, our planet is completely flat, and everything we've ever been told about space and the solar system is a massive lie. These believers argue that every image showing Earth's curved horizon is fake, just another product of government trickery. They claim that NASA, global elites, and other secret agencies are all working together to keep humanity in the dark about what's really beyond the edge of the world. In their version of reality, it's not Earth that spins around the sun, but the sun and moon that move above a flat surface, shining light on different parts to create day and night. They even suggest the stars are just tiny lights on a massive dome that covers the planet, like some kind of giant cosmic stage. But the wildest claim of all, they say Antarctica isn't a continent, it's the edge of the world itself. Flat earthers insist there's an enormous ice wall thousands of feet thick and up to 160 feet high, completely surrounding the planet and keeping all the oceans contained. According to them, ordinary people are banned from going too far into Antarctica because the truth is heavily guarded by secret government forces. Sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi thriller, doesn't it? In 2020, a group of flat Earth believers even announced plans to take a cruise around Antarctica to finally find this mysterious wall and prove their beliefs once and for all. The trip details were kept top secret, but excitement spread fast online. Some people couldn't wait to join, while others watched in disbelief. A survey from YouGov revealed that around 52% of flat Earth believers describe themselves as highly religious, and most of them fall between the ages of 18 and 24. Meanwhile, the majority of Americans, about 96%, still believe the Earth is round. But for that small, determined group, the mission continues. Whether they ever find their ice wall or not, one thing's for sure: they're not backing down anytime soon. Number 3. Pyramids in Antarctica. Now, here's where things get even crazier. In 2016, the internet exploded when a mysterious image started circulating. It showed what looked like a massive pyramid rising from the icy wilderness of Antarctica. The photos spread like wildfire, and people couldn't believe their eyes. Could this be proof of an ancient civilization buried deep beneath the frozen surface? Some called it natural rock formations, but others are convinced it's man-made. Antarctica might just be hiding more history than we ever imagined. Deep in the heart of Antarctica, about 10 miles inland, lies one of the most mind-bending mysteries ever whispered among explorers: the supposed discovery of 3 pyramid-like structures rising through the thick, frozen sheets of ice. According to the story, a team of 8 explorers stumbled upon these massive geometric formations, and what they found could completely change everything we know about human history. But here's the catch: most of their findings were never officially released. Only fragments of reports and a few leaked photographs have surfaced, just enough to send the internet spiraling with speculation. If these formations really are ancient man-made pyramids buried under Antarctic ice, it would flip the timeline of civilization on its head. Imagine the oldest and most mysterious monuments on Earth not in Egypt but hidden beneath a continent of ice. Such a discovery would force scientists to rethink how advanced ancient humans really were, and what might have happened to wipe out their traces. When we think of pyramids, our minds jump straight to Egypt, where the Great Pyramids of Giza still dominate the desert skyline. Mainstream Egyptologists believe they were built roughly 2,000 to 3,000 years ago, but not everyone agrees. Some researchers argue they're far older, even dating back 10,000 years, especially when you consider the weathering patterns and erosion on the Great Sphinx nearby. These experts claim that the Sphinx's deep water erosion proves it existed long before the Sahara became a desert, meaning Egypt's civilization might stretch back far beyond recorded history. So, what if the Antarctic pyramids are connected to that same forgotten era? Could they be the remnants of a lost civilization that once thrived when Antarctica was green and alive? The possibilities are jaw-dropping. Of course, not everyone is convinced. Skeptics argue these pyramids aren't man-made at all, just mountains shaped by nature over millions of years. The region where they're found, known as the Ellsworth Range, is famous for its ancient fossilized remains, including trilobites, tiny sea creatures that lived around 500 million years ago. According to geologists, natural processes like freeze-thaw erosion can sculpt mountains into symmetrical, pyramid-like shapes. Still, the resemblance is hard to ignore. Perfect angles, clean faces, and the eerie symmetry buried deep under untouched ice. Could nature really be that precise? Whether they're crafted by human hands or carved by time, one thing's undeniable. Something incredible is hiding beneath Antarctica's frozen silence. Skeptics are quick to point out that natural formations can look strikingly similar to pyramids. Just look at the Matterhorn in the Alps. They say the same geological process could have shaped those Antarctic peaks too. On top of that, the area where these supposed pyramids sit isn't exactly untouched wilderness. It's close to a mountain that climbers regularly visit. Critics argue that if these were truly man-made pyramids, someone would have noticed long before now. For the moment, the truth remains buried in ice. There's still no official confirmation about what those structures really are, and no word on whether a new expedition will ever dig them up to settle the mystery once and for all. Until then, the frozen silence of Antarctica keeps its secrets well hidden. Number 2. Secret government bases. Now, this one might sound straight out of a spy movie, but believe it or not, the story has roots in real historical events. The theory claims that Nazi Germany built hidden bases deep within Antarctica, possibly even a massive underground fortress. The origin of this claim comes from a Hungarian exile living in Argentina named Ladislas Sabo, who in 1947 made shocking allegations. He said the German ship Schwabenland had sailed to Antarctica in 1938, long before the war ended, and set up a secret Nazi base there. According to Szabo, when Germany fell in 1945, Hitler himself escaped, smuggled out of Europe by U-boats that later docked in Argentina, before continuing to the secret Antarctic stronghold. What's eerie is that while no physical proof of the base exists, several details of Szabo's account match actual Nazi expeditions and wartime activities. Documents confirm the Schwabenland expedition really happened, and that it involved mapping vast sections of the icy continent. But what they were truly doing there? That's where the mystery deepens. Over the decades, different versions of the story have emerged. The milder version suggests Nazi officers fled to Antarctica after World War II and lived in isolation for years. But the wilder versions go way beyond that, claiming the Nazis discovered alien technology or even made contact with extraterrestrial beings under the ice. Believers say the Germans used this technology to build superweapons, waiting to unleash them when the time came to rise again. Conspiracy theorists even argue that U-boats kept supplying this hidden base for years after the war, bringing food, clothing, and fuel to sustain those who escaped. And as for its exact location, completely classified, no coordinates, no maps, nothing but rumors and whispers passed between intelligence circles and military archives. Some of these claims even mention Admiral Karl Dönitz, the last commander of the German Navy, who allegedly hinted in 1945 that the Third Reich had built an invulnerable fortress in a remote part of the world. If that's true, it could mean the Antarctic base wasn't just a myth, but part of one of history's darkest secrets buried in the ice. According to claims tied to the Nuremberg trials, some Nazi officials allegedly bragged about creating an invulnerable fortress, a secret, self-sustaining paradise hidden deep within the eternal Antarctic ice. They supposedly described it as a kind of oasis in the middle of the frozen wasteland, powered by advanced technology and protected from the outside world. Then, things took an even wilder turn around 1947, when both American and British military forces began conducting mysterious operations in Antarctica. Their extended presence fueled rumors that they weren't there for exploration. They were there to hunt down and destroy the Nazi base. Some stories even claim multiple failed assaults were made before the Allies resorted to something unthinkable, allegedly dropping 3 atomic bombs on the hidden base in 1958 to wipe it out for good. Of course, none of that has ever been officially proven, but that hasn't stopped conspiracy writers, fringe historians, and theorists from keeping the story alive for decades. Entire books and articles have been published, each adding another layer to the Antarctic legend: secret outposts, underground tunnels, alien connections, and even ancient artifacts buried below the ice. Then, in 2017, the story caught fire again, this time after U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry made a surprise visit to Antarctica. Officially, it was for climate research, but believers insisted there was more to it. They claimed Kerry was there to inspect the remains of the supposed Nazi stronghold, or even something extraterrestrial unearthed nearby. The timing and secrecy around his trip only added fuel to the speculation. Meanwhile, neo-Nazi groups and conspiracy theorists have continued spreading the idea that remnants of the Third Reich survived underground, quietly waiting to return when the time is right. It's a chilling thought that's kept imaginations burning for generations, though no hard evidence has ever surfaced. For now, Antarctica keeps that secret buried deep beneath its eternal frost. Number 1. The UFO crash. When the YouTube channel Secure Team 10 posted a video claiming to have found a crashed UFO in Antarctica, the internet went absolutely wild. The clip racked up more than 760,000 views as viewers swore they were looking at the ultimate smoking gun of alien contact. The footage showed what appeared to be a massive object that had slammed into a snowy mountainside along the Antarctic coast near South Georgia Island, carving a visible trail through the snow as it slid downward. At first glance, it looked like a chunk of something otherworldly, a sleek, dark structure breaking through the white landscape. When zoomed in, the trail looked short, but pulling back revealed a much longer path stretching up toward the mountain peak, as if the craft had crashed and skidded across the frozen terrain. The image, supposedly captured by Google Earth, sparked countless debates online. Was it a meteor, a secret aircraft, or had something not of this world just made a very dramatic landing in Antarctica? As online detectives zoomed in further, the shape of the object looked too perfect to be natural. Sharp edges, smooth curves, and a distinct metallic gleam buried in the ice. People were convinced they were staring at the wreckage of a real alien spacecraft frozen in time. Others Others swore they could see what looked like burn marks or even debris trails, as if the object had smashed through layers of snow before coming to a sudden stop. The internet lost its mind over it. Some users even pulled old satellite images from years before, claiming the mysterious object hadn't been there at all, suggesting it might have crashed recently. Forums exploded with theories. Some said it was a UFO, others insisted it was a top-secret military craft, and a few wild ones claimed it could be a portal structure that malfunctioned mid-flight. Whatever it was, it sent chills down the spines of believers everywhere. Skeptics, of course, had their explanations ready. They argued it was just a rock formation that slid down the slope during a snowmelt, nothing more than nature playing tricks on the human eye. They pointed to the region's shifting ice patterns, which can make perfectly ordinary terrain look bizarre from above. But believers weren't buying it. They pointed out that the shape was far too symmetrical, too deliberate to be a random hunk of ice. Adding even more mystery, several explorers and researchers who've traveled through the South Georgia region have reported seeing strange lights in the sky, weird compass interference, and unexplained energy readings around the same coordinates. Coincidence? Or something more? Then came whispers that certain areas of Antarctica have long been off-limits to the public, guarded by international treaties and military restrictions. So naturally, theorists connected the dots. If there really was a crash, it would be the perfect place to hide it. After all, who's going to stumble upon an alien wreck buried under miles of snow? For now, the truth behind the so-called Antarctica UFO crash remains one of the internet's most haunting mysteries. Whether it's a satellite glitch, a secret experiment gone wrong, or proof that we're not alone in the universe, one thing's for sure: Antarctica's icy silence is hiding something big, and someday that secret just might thaw out. If this really was a UFO, then it looks like it slammed right into the mountainside before sliding down the icy slope and finally grinding to a stop. The object in the footage had that eerie, unmistakable cigar shape, long, sleek, and partially buried under layers of snow and ice. The presenter from Secure Team 10 described it as an elongated craft, its metallic form barely peeking through the frost, and that's exactly what got everyone talking. But here's where it gets tricky. The channel behind the discovery doesn't exactly have the cleanest track record. Even within the conspiracy community, Secure Team 10 has been accused of pushing exaggerated or poorly researched claims, turning ordinary findings into viral sensations. Still, plenty of people swear that this time they might have stumbled onto something real. And it's not even the first time someone's claimed to spot a UFO crash site in Antarctica. Another mysterious photo made the rounds online, showing what looked like a massive circular craft half buried beneath the snow, measuring roughly 65 feet wide and 230 feet long. A huge trail extended behind it, like it had plowed through the ice before coming to rest. What made that photo even stranger were the tank-like vehicles spotted nearby, appearing to surround or guard the site. If those images are genuine, it raises a chilling possibility. What if something did crash there, and world governments have been covering it up ever since? Could Antarctica be hiding evidence of technology not from this Earth? Or are we just seeing things we want to believe in? Whatever the case, this frozen continent refuses to give up its secrets quietly. So there you have it. 5 of the strangest, most mind-bending mysteries tied to the coldest place on Earth. Antarctica may look like a lifeless wasteland, but as global temperatures rise and the ice continues to melt, who knows what it might reveal next? Ancient civilizations, hidden bases, alien relics. The possibilities are endless and chilling. If you enjoyed diving into these wild Antarctic mysteries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. We drop new episodes every Wednesday and Saturday, each one packed with bizarre, shocking, and unexplained stories from around the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.